Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me for today's video. In this video, I'm going to be creating this very simple makeup look. If you like this, please keep on watching. Also, I'm trying out some new products which are I think launched in like last 2-3 months. If you'll want to see how I like them, please keep on watching. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to moisturize my lips with this Nykaa lip balm, and then I'm going to take this PAC Spotlight Concealer in the shade 09, and I'm going to be applying this all over my eyelid just to create a nice clean canvas for our eyeshadow. Now I really like this new concealer by PAC. It's very high coverage and everything, but it's a little bit too yellow. I can see I wish there was a little bit of this beigey tone to it. The peachiness is a little bit lacking to be a concealer, but I really like the coverage of this concealer. Then I'm using Nykaa Skin Genius Compact, and this is my first time trying this compact again, but I find the packaging a little irritating, like it's very weird to open it up, but the product inside is really very nice. It sets my eye makeup really very nicely, the eye base rather. Then I'm taking this NYX's Avant Pop palette, and I'm going to use this bone color just to create a nice base for my eyeshadow. Now the colors that I'll be using are going to be very basic, and you don't need this palette. I know this palette is no longer available on Nykaa, but you don't have to worry about that. I'm taking this matte bronzer from NYX, and I'm going to just create a nice crease definition with the fluffy brush, and this is just basic, which I like to do just to give my eye a very soft definition. Since this eye makeup is very simple and basic, it doesn't have anything too much. It's just going to be enhancing our eyes nicely. I'm taking the slightly darker brown color from the palette. Now you can use any brown of your choice. Now I just have this in this palette, that's why I'm using it. I'm using this slightly tapered brush, and I'm going to start creating a sort of the outer corner and the crease definition with this shadow. I find this shadow a tiny bit darker than the bronzer. Now I'm taking MAC's Terry Kohl, and I'm just going to be creating like a soft definition on the outer corner, giving my eye that nice almondy shape which I like. But this is going to act like a base for the eyeshadow, because you can see that brown is not really showing up. Then I'm taking this NYX's smudging brush, and I'm just smudging that kohl out. I really like MAC's Kohl because they hold the product very well. I feel like the eyeshadows never slip off. Like if I have this under my smoky eye, I feel like my smoky eye lasts a long time. Like I've gone like entire evening with this eyeshadow base. And I took that same brown shadow, and I'm just applying it over the MAC's Kohl Terry, and I'm just going to smudge it out and blend it into my crease with this tapered brush. It doesn't have to be perfect. This eyeshadow is very simple. Then I'm taking this color, which is like a peach highlighter. You can find this shade honestly in any highlighter palette or any highlighter of your choice. It's not necessary that you need like this eyeshadow. Now this is just a very basic eye which I like to create, like if I'm in a hurry and I don't have much to think about. This is something that looks very polished and nice. You just need like 1 or 2 eyeshadows and you are good to go, and you just should blend really well. I feel in this, the blending is something I personally really like to do, because it just makes the whole look really polished, and it doesn't look like you've just slapped on the colors. Then I'm taking this MAC's Fix Plus and using this to use all over my face like a nice hydrating base. Then I'm taking NYX's Angel Veil Primer. I'm using this primer because my skin is a little bit oily, but it works really well, so I like this primer for my skin. Taking that Spotlight Concealer, this is in the shade 09, and the color is a little too yellow for my skin tone. Don't get me wrong, my skin tone is yellow and I love yellowish products, but I wish this concealer had a little bit of peach in it. But it's very high coverage. It's a very good product, and I do want to see other shades as well in this. I think the next time I pick up this concealer, I will pick up probably 08, because I don't know, this is a little too yellow to be honest. So yeah, I really like the quality of it. And by the way, this brush from Nykaa, which is also a new brush, it's really beautiful for concealers. Then I'm taking this L'Oreal's Infallible Foundation in 107. Like, I really like this foundation. I'm using Nika's stippling brush to apply it. Now this stippling brush would actually be nice for like less amount of product, or maybe for something that is very light in texture. Now this foundation is like medium to full coverage. I love this foundation, like how it stays on the skin. It makes my skin look really nice. You can see that the stippling brush did not work for me, so I switched it back to my original Real Techniques brush, and I'm just going to buff that all out. Personally, I really like the buffing technique because it actually blends the product very nicely. But if you want like a very full coverage foundation, I would suggest you do just stipple, which is just taking the brush and dabbing on your face. Then this is Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 02, and I'm just using it a little bit to highlight the center of my face. I really like doing this. It really brings the light to the center of the face. It's pretty basic. If you follow all my videos, this is like one step that I will never miss in my base makeup. I'm taking that same Nika brush and I'm just blending all that out. I really love this concealer brush, and I highly recommend you guys to try this because the quality is really very good. Then I'm taking this Ben Nice translucent powder. At first I thought this was like a light colored powder, so I tried to use it like the banana powder, but it's not. It's basically just a translucent powder which sets really very well. So I think it should work for most of the skin tones. It shouldn't be a problem. It doesn't leave like a white cast or anything. I didn't try it with a flash camera, but you can try some other translucent powders. I've heard the Sugar Cosmetics translucent powder is also really very nice. I do want to try that someday, but now I just have these Ben Nye powders, so I use them. So it's not like hard and fast. You have to try that. There are a lot of options in loose powders available now on the market. Now I'm just contouring my face with this flat brush. I'm using the NYX's matte bronzer. Now this brush is really nice if you like, like those very precise contour cheeks. I personally don't like this brush because I like everything nicely blended. I'm using this blush brush from PAC, which I normally use it for my blush, and I'm just using it to blend it out because I hate it when the contours look harsh. For my nose contour, I'm taking this tiny eyeshadow brush and I'm just going to blend that to give my nose a little bit of definition. Always blend your nose contours, don't leave into streaky lines because it doesn't look good. It looks very obvious that you have contoured your nose then. Now I'm just brushing my brows and I'll be using Nika's Brow Chicka Wow pencil. Now this pencil, I wish they had launched more colors when they launched new collection in their brows, because I really like the quality of this brow pencil and it really looks nice and natural. But I wish they were like a lighter and more black sort of a color, like a grey black color as well. But yeah, I don't know why Nika does that. Then we have brown eyeshadow in this Ben Nye palette. Actually, you can take any brown black eyeshadow and fill your eyebrows. It actually really works nice as a brow powder. Now I personally don't feel like spending extra on another brow powder, but I really like using the eyeshadow. Then I'm taking this NYX's brow mascara in espresso dark brown, and I'm just using it to brush my brows, and this just keeps the brows in the place for quite some time. I do like the transparent gels, but these days I'm not getting any transparent gels. I'm just filling in a little bit more with the pencil, like just to have that nice arc sort of a thing. And I'm just taking the brow mascara again and just brushing my brows, and then I'm just cleaning around the brow area. Nothing too precise. I don't want extremely Instagram sort of brows. Just nicely fluffy brows is something I really like. Now I'm just cleaning my waterline and I'm going to use Nika's I Am Smoky Kajal, and I'm just going to use this in my waterline. I really enjoy using these days the whole kajal thing in the waterline. Earlier there was a time where I had just stopped using kajal. I don't know why. I was just not into it, but now I think I really like how the kajal looks on my eyes. I feel the definition is very precise, and it gives the whole focus to my eyes really very well. Like, it makes the shape look much better than it is, I feel. I like to smoke it out very little. I'm not smoking it out too much, just to have that nice diffused out feeling, and wing it out a little bit so that I get that elongated eye, because personally I feel my eyes are too round. I like it when I have a little bit of wing and it just elongates my eye really well. Taking that NYX's dual fiber smudging brush, I'm just smudging a little bit out. I'm not adding any eyeshadow at this point, but at the outer corner of the eyes I will add a little bit of brown over the black because I want that nice darkness to it. Like now I'm adding the dark brown eyeshadow. You can, if you want. If you don't want, you can totally skip this. I'm just going to, darken it and just keep it nice and smudged out. Here I'm adding the brown eyeshadow. Now you can see, like, it has to look really nicely diffused, I feel. Now I really like it when my eyeshadows are very well blended like that with the kajal. And then I'm taking MAC's lash curler and just curling my lashes. And for the mascara, I'm using the Maybelline's Lash Sensational. I really like this mascara. I've been using this like for ages, and I think I'll always keep buying because in the most budget friendly option, this is the best product I have tried. Like, there is no other mascara that like compares to this. I'm dusting off that extra translucent powder and I'm going to jump to my highlighter. Now you will see that these highlighters, can you guess, like the NYX eyeshadow are the top two are the highlighters, and actually the highlighter actually works like a better option for your eyes. Trust me, this the highlighter palette from Makeup Revolution is so amazing, you guys. Like, it's really one of the best because for eyeshadows as well, they work really very nice. It on the face, it looks like this really nice matte skin finish sort of a finish. Like, it looks very expensive. It doesn't look chunky or anything. I do want to try the second Pro Glow palette from Makeup Revolution because again, that has more warmer colors, so I want to try that still. But this is a palette I will highly recommend to anybody who loves to, like, build their highlighter, make your face like from natural to blinding. You can definitely use this palette. I love it and I give it like 10 out of 10 on this palette. For my blush, I'm using MAC's Modern Mandarin, and this is like a very orangey blush, but at the same time has these hints of red in it, and has this like a little bit of silver sheen, I feel. But I really like MAC blushes because they look really pretty on the face. Like, they don't look like I don't know, other powder blushes just look very powdery. I feel these just melt into the skin very well. For my lips, I'm using Nykaa's Mona Lisa lipstick, and how I love this color. This is like one of my best nude lipsticks I have ever tried. The color just complements my skin tone very well. It's like a corally color, but at the same time it has these brown hints, and that is why it looks really pretty. And then the lip liner that is matching to this lipstick is the Pillow Fight lip liner from Nykaa again. I'm adding a little bit of the blush just to make sure everything looks in sync, and I'm just adding the final touches of the highlighter under my brows and in the inner corner of the eye. And this is a pretty much completed look if you just want to keep your lips matte and nice. I am someone who does like a little bit of gloss, so I'm going to be adding MAC's lip gloss just at the center of my lips. So that completes our makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and if you all did, leave me a thumbs up down below and comment down below to tell me what you would like to see next. I hope to see you all in my next video. Until then, bye!